because when I remember back then in secondary school, I loved visiting the library, and I would look out for popular books like I think We Know Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. So I would definitely like go do some research about them, know what makes them different, unique, and the rest. And then I realized, oh, it's more like in the same month with me. So I saw myself as a writer. So I started writing. People were seeing my works on Facebook. And from writing, I ventured into poem, I ventured into quotes, and then I ventured into storytelling. And from storytelling, I was able to write my book, A Simple Life. So digital marketing wasn't the first thing that I ever started off with. I started off as a writer. Then along the line, my elder brother was like, since you are so good in writing, why don't you consider doing blogging? And I was like, it has a point, because if I can be able to write so well to drive enough traffic to people, and people are able to read my article and be like, oh, she's a blogger, oh, she, and I could tell that, oh, I could make an impact in that. Then I went into blogging. Then I didn't know that blogging was one aspect of digital marketing. And then I'm very grateful for our church, because our church, they were a big fan of my career, because they were one of the people who patronized me. I remember when I started this blogging journey, one of my very good friends in the church was like, oh, he works with aviation, so he would want me to be a guest to interview some of his some of his people that I want to select for the job, but he want me to blog about it. And before you know it, I started being very active in that. So I didn't see it in the aspect of digital marketing. When I got into the uni as well, I was doing blogging and some other things. And when I did my what did they call it? My journalism career, which was my first career in media aspect, I didn't see myself doing digital marketing. But later on, when I was in the process of working in a broadcast firm, which was like a radio, then and I realized I was doing digital marketing, until one of my boss called into that attention, telling me that you are doing something related to digital marketing. And before you know it, I was now doing digital marketing as a side also, while at the same time doing media. So digital marketing wasn't something I just started with. I had some other things like writing and media before digital marketing. So by the time I was now going into digital marketing part-time, I was working 9 to 5 there. And then when COVID period hit, it was a very devastating moment, because we were asked to resign from our work because the companies can't retain us. I used that as an opportunity to start my digital marketing career. So basically, I do digital marketing, but at the same time, I still do media and I do tech services as well. So it's a combination of 3 different segments. So that's it.
Wow, that's beautiful. I love that. I love that you said that when COVID hit, it gives you the opportunity to start working from home. And
Yeah.
you also mentioned that the church is a very big patronage of your career. I mean, we
Yeah.
always need to understand that in every business, you must understand that there is what we call the stronghold, people who
Yeah.
would patronize your business the more. And that's the area you need to focus on. Okay, so thank you for sharing that story. That's an amazing career transitioning. And I never knew
Yeah.
you have all these amazing tech, digital media, blogging. I mean, I see how passionate you are on the media, and I love it, because many of the young people I do see, they just like to be on social media 24 hours of their life, but they never gain
Yeah.
any benefit from social media. Now, the question is, as a young
Hmm.
person and as a blogger, as a
Okay.
media person, as a digital marketer, how can you advise the younger people who use social media just for fun to start looking at alternating it for earning? Like, how can they start thinking of earning using the media?
Okay, that's a very interesting question. Now, let's take it back to the same history. When I started my journey of digital marketing, the first thing I ventured into is what we call internship. And I do tell a lot of people who come for my training in the Digital Bimpe Academy that before you see yourself earning, or before you see yourself going into the level of monetization, you need to learn from people. And that is exactly what I did. I didn't go with the mindset that, oh, I want to earn. Like I said, I was doing digital marketing part-time in my career. At the same time, I had the purpose of earning, but I wanted to learn very well at the job. I didn't just want to just say, oh, I mean, you understand what I'm saying? I'm in digital market and everybody should start patronizing. No, you need to be good at your job. That should be the first utmost priority for any youth. Now, for a youth who is being distracted by what is going on social media, I feel, looking at my own background and how I'm raised, there are certain things that I tend to see as priorities. So, and I look at things in a different entirely perspective from another youth, and it's just how me I am raised, and it's just how my own mom raised my family, because I work in a family where we are all into ICT. My elder brother is into tech. My elder sister too, she's also into tech, but she's doing more of real estate. So we are being trained to be independent and not to rely on the government or rely on anyone. Just go out there to hustle. So I feel background also really matters, but that does not mean that there should be a level of comparison. I do tell people that do not compare me to any other person. I am a different version of myself. Looking at the story, if I should tell you my story, we will not end now. We will not be able to end this life, because my story is very deep and very personal. So I would say that it's very important for people not to compare people, because sometimes I look at my work as a talent, right? I see myself not just because I'm good in it. That's another thing you need to understand. Some people are good at some things because they are born with it. They are born with that talent. Like, it's a God-given talent. It's something that is in them, and they just have to portray it. While some, they have to learn it. Like, this thing I'm doing is a God-given talent, and something that is inbuilt in me. I've always loved everything related to computer, tech, and the rest. So somebody that is not in the line of tech should not compare themselves with me, because me, I'm doing things that most women don't do. I work in the field of men, and it's not every woman that can do that. So it's important for them to, first of all, figure out what exactly can they do, because that is exactly what me I did figure out. But I figured it out on time or early, because I already know myself from the scratch, even though I never saw myself in the line, but I realized it's an inbuilt thing in me. Okay, now moving back to the aspect of earning, I would say passion is one major thing people should look out for, and that's exactly what you saw in me. That's the same thing people see in me. Passion. Your passion is what keeps you going, because in this business we have our struggles, we have our ups and downs. I've been sustainable for this business for the past 4 years, and I cannot tell you or sugarcoat it to you that it's been easy. It's not actually been easy, because we have competitors, we have people in my segment who are also doing very well, right? So passion would keep them going so that they can earn. Because if you don't have passion for what you're doing, I don't see any reason why that person would last that very long. So the passion is very key in regards to earning, and also being good at that field. If you know you're not that good at that field, you should go back, seek for mentorship, seek for more training to improve on it. I won't even say that I'm 100% perfect, even in my field, because every day the technology changes, and I keep learning, and I keep trying to advance and upgrade on how to be more better in my own industry. So I would surely advise anyone going into digital marketing or trying to find their path in earning in their career to, first of all, make sure you learn the job very well. Because when you're starting the job and you're unable to deliver, it's going to be a problem. People will find it difficult to recommend you, they'll find it difficult to refer you, and then when you don't even have the passion, you're just focused on money, 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 money. No customer wants to give a job to somebody who is not passionate about making sure their brand is having results. You cannot just be focused on money alone. You also have to put yourself in those people's shoes and be considerate enough to make sure you make an impact in their brand. So that's all I'll say. Those two things. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is amazing. Trust me, I have equally learned myself, outstanding areas that you've touched about, especially in the area of delivering before thinking of payment. A lot of people want to do jobs now because of their value, which is money they get, but
Yeah.
they don't want to get referrals in the future. And referrals is something that when you get recommendations, it earns you more, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that with me. So you've touched about the area of how you prefer, why you jumped into digital marketing, and how people should not compare themselves. Because Facebook has monetized most countries in Africa West, especially Ghana and Nigeria, I see a lot of people begin to jump into content creating, and sometimes you realize that they have not identified the content they want to focus on. They are just everywhere. Today you are twerking, tomorrow you are doing this, next tomorrow you are doing that, next tomorrow you are copying the next. You don't know which area of focus you want to focus on. And like you addressed, that's a big challenge. If they're not able to find out which area you want to focus on, it's a big challenge. So identifying your area of interest or focus is the first thing you must prioritize first, right? And that's a very standing point to me. Now, another question that I have, which will probably be the second to the last, is as a digital marketer, I know we're not supposed to focus on earning money, but earning is important. As a digital marketer, how would you encourage someone? What would you say to someone who is looking to pick up a digital marketing career? What would you say to the person? Because right now the world is moving into a digital space. Like everybody needs to know what the digital language is, what is happening in the digital world. You have to blend in. So if someone has to pursue a career in digital marketing, what are some of the positive recommendations and possibly negative area you could also tell us? Because we need to know the positive and the negative, but I want the focus to what are some of the benefits being a digital marketer?
Okay. I think one of the benefits of being a digital marketer, I would say that you would be recognized, you will have recognition. That is when you deliver, when you are good at what you do and people see you. You will definitely be recognized. You will meet people that would want to feature you on radio or magazine. You would meet different people. That's one. Two, you will make some money. Yeah, there is money in this business, but I will not say that the money is that big like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because we have different sectors where we have software engineers, we have front end, back end engineers. Those ones are making big money, and I'm also falling in the line of software engineer, which I'm adding to my brand. Yeah, so in digital marketing, you definitely make money in terms of career. You would work in firm and you will be paid well. You can be paid like 150,000. You can be paid 200,000. You can be paid 250,000 naira in my own currency. I don't know for Ghana. So yeah, in career, of course, you will definitely be paid well. You see people that would work.
So sorry, just to cut you short. 200,000. That would be like $200 or $2,000.
And that's for a month. Oh, for a month.
That's a month.
If it's salary, oh, that's for salary.
That's so. So you're talking about $2,000.
That is the salary aspect. Some they do pay some digital marketers more though. Some people they can pay. It depends on the agency. I'm just saying some agencies.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying some agencies that pay some digital marketers this amount. There are some digital marketers that may earn in millions. There are some digital marketers that may earn 500,000, 300,000, 200,000, depending on the brand you are working with. Because you can't say all brands are the same. The way some brands will pay A is not the same way some brands will pay B. So all brands are different. Even in business as well, in terms of earnings, as a digital marketer, you can earn weekly, you can earn daily, you can earn monthly. But I would just say that the negative side of it is that you would have competitors. And in the aspect of competitors, if you are not that very good in your field, you will definitely meet most of those audience going towards your other competitors. But if you are good in your field, you will see your competitors refine your brand. When they feel like, oh, they have too much customers, they will just refer you to them. So those customers will just send you DM. And another negative side of it, if you are doing the aspect of business, there will be days you might not see sales. You must be ready for that. You might not see sales. So you as a business owner, you will need to learn how to be frugal. I did 9 to 5. So in 9 to 5, I know that I can buy wigs, I can buy clothes, I can chop life, enjoy myself. You understand? Because every month I will surely get something. But now, since I've been in business full time for the past 4 years, I cannot remember the last time I bought a clothes. I can't even remember the last time I bought a wig. This wig I've seen is a wig of 4 years ago. Because you have to be frugal. You have to cut your coat according to your size. Though there are some people that they are in the land of influencing in digital marketing, that they do fake it to make it. Me, I'm very authentic. I don't fake anything. I